Ну что, друзья, приветствую всех. С вами Данте. Сегодня последнее, возможно, 9-е и последнее прохождение Хогвартс Легаси. 9-я часть. Напоминаю еще раз, прохожу на уровне сложности легкая, около сюжетная, но не самая легкая. Настройки средне-высокие, DLSS включено. И играем мы за гриффиндорца. Отыгрываем исключительно положительного героя. Я так думаю, что сегодня закончим. Там в основном по сюжету осталось. На чем, в принципе, прохождение Хогвартс Легаси. Я еще потом пройду, скорее всего, игру. Посмотрю разветвление сюжета, если какое-нибудь серьезное. Но это уже будет не на стрим. Так что, если что, подписываемся, лайки ставим, наслаждаемся. Ну да, кстати, напоминаю, что минимум комментарий будет. Ориентируемся на игру.
Revelio.
Тебе, как это далеко.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
На Мольва есть, попробуем сразу, наверное.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Должно быть сложно. Что от нас требуется?
Revelio.
О. Полегче, брат. Я не туда куда-то пошел.
Revelio.
Ну, нашел. Понял. Ее надо, походу, вниз катить. Посмотрим. Куда ты там укатишься.
I should investigate.
Вон, все. Нашел. Ну.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Кроме того, что немного экспы дает. Как-то, походу, все надо проходить. Но их слишком много по карте.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Понятно.
The door is looking at us.
Подозрительно.
Quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I'll be quiet. still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Как оттуда попасть?
I've read about mines like this, but seeing is something else altogether.
Че, балбес не успел, что ли, перепрыгнуть? Ну.
We need to be careful, because I'm sure you know not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
И чё, мне их нельзя атаковать, что ли?
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
По-моему, мне не получится без боя ворваться.
Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work. You are postponing the
Confringo. Stupid one. That's the last loyalist. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Не откроется.
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Accio.
I should use this illusion. That eye won't see a thing.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Не работает.
Confringo. Accio.
Теперь работает.
Revelio. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Как скажешь. Есть. Ну, здесь мы были. Да.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
I know I heard something that time.
Petrificus totalis.
Этого не получится так снять.
Petrificus totalis.
Интересно. А может получится? Хе-хе.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Clever.
Confringo. Accio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos.
Lumos.
I'll be quiet. Revelio.
Ого.
the other way when they see me. Humans do every time.
Supposed to do this for?
Wait a moment.
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Последний все испортил, на самом деле.
Revelio.
Жаровня. А, он нашел. Нет, тут не такая.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Accio.
Confringo.
Accio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Гоняешь, нет?
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Дальше. Где-то и задание надо будет выполнять.
I hope Professor Fig...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Всё? Только метла?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I can always rely on my patrol. Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Совершенствование, которое значительно увеличивает ускорение и скорость вашей метлы. 4000 стоит. Ну, не дешево
You'll be
так-то.
thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
А, оно автоматически устанавливается. Окей. Не придется заморачиваться. Воу. Как сюда попасть?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Тут выше не поднимается. Гробница предательства. Мне подсказывают, как-то здесь надо будет проходить.
Revelio.
Какой-то кубик надо притащить.
Revelio.
Угу, ну да.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
За собой тащить.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me now.
Revelio.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Оу. Фига себе.
This might be the best meal I've had in years.
Accio. Ringo. Defender.
Воу.
One less foul hulking brood.
Еще один. А ну.
Arresto momentum. Protego.
Why can't I hit you?
Accio. Incendio.
Почему он по нему не попадает? Они даже звук записали, когда подбираешь козявки тролля. Звук из фильма, из первой части Гарри Поттера, когда он палочку у него из носа доставал. Такой же звук точно. Интересно, получится у меня здесь. Остался. Что-то я понимаю, по сюжету мне так и так придется здесь раздолбать все.
I'm famished. Someone there?
Petrificus totalis.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet, I could.
This looks intriguing.
Так, интересно. Ну да, тут, видимо, просто по-другому нельзя пройти. Ну.
Revelio.
Здесь еще есть какой-то печально известный соперник. Какой-то очень крутой, видимо, есть. Но мимо этого не пройти. Придется им раздать тут, короче, люлей, я понял. Иди сюда. Воу! Проспал.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Сгорел на работе. Разговоров-то было. О, я прошел.
What are you up to now?
Revenue.
К сожалению, тот факт, что этот старинный магловский компас был потерян, здесь означает, что магл, который им владел, вероятно, сейчас бродит где-то по Уэльсу. Полетели. Эй, промазал. Это деревушка есть, даже не одна.
It seems we may have an intruder in our midst. They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a knocktail.
Пилять и пилять еще.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Жаба. Оу, это. Я не все, что ли, лопнул? Надо где-то здесь найти порох. Где-то один не хлопнул. Ну ладно.
Revelio. Everything all right?
Far from it. I wandered into a ruin and was attacked by spiders. Oh, if you've got some Wiggenweld potion, though, I'm sure that would put me right.
Yes.
Spiders do tend to appear in ruins. Here, I have enough to spare. Stay away from the ruins, though.
You've saved me life. Oh, I can never repay you. Yes, yes, I shall stay away from them, you'll see. Must stay away from ruins with spiders. Ruins with spiders. Oh, and thank you. Please accept this token of my appreciation.
Офигеть. Он 3 зелья поменял на одно рябиновое. Все.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Revelio. Reparo.
Далековато будет. А, вот оно.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Gryffindor, over here!
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Gryffindor.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Now that's more like it! Made it. This is going well. Ho, ho! Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Now that's more like it. Blast. That wasn't too difficult. Excellent. Made it. Oh, did anyone else see that?
3 секунды, короче, дают штраф, если ты пропускаешь один шарик. Причем даже если на него вернуться, он уже не засчитывается. Эх. Ну ладно. Ну это побочные задания, фигня полная.
That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for Puddlemere United. And my father, well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And me, I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom. I've not been able to stop since.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, It's the holy head harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pot me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad. For a Gryffindor. You take care of yourself.
Так, ладно.
Beginner's luck,
Закончили с этим. Это все потом.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
А что ли? Ему сразу пойдем в пещеру.
Revelio. Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
Он доступен, да?
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
How's my favourite test flyer?
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
What will you do after the final upgrade is complete?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself, just for the thrill of it. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades, proved the naysayers wrong, made all the hard work worth it.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an owl when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. couldn't have done this without you.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Ждать придется. Лучше не ждать. Лучше знаете, что сделать? Искать эти деми-маски. Все равно ночь. Вернемся.
Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook. Mine now, demi guys.
Так, вторая у меня была. Где-то здесь вроде.
Revelio.
Мне подсказывает, я туда зайти не смогу. Ну, нет, смогу.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Так, сколько их? Их надо 9. У меня 8. Где-то еще надо взять. Блин.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Ладно, я же вроде был там внутри, нет? Я уже взял, я помню.
I'd be terribly grateful if you could help me and my friend with a time-sensitive delivery.
Не, дядь, не сегодня.
Revelio.
What needs doing, needs doing.
Все. Да, где ж последнюю-то брать, ну?
Revelio.
Вообще второй уровень. Жалко, их купить нельзя.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio.
Не, тут не будет. Если подумать. И только в замке остались из тех, которые поблизости. Проверим эту. В замок пойдем искать.
Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Нет. Угу.
Revelio.
Плюс 1 дверточь любовь, ты завоевал доверие. Из 4 тварей может подать желание у этого колодца. Значит, доверие.
Aloha Mora.
Truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
Revelio. Lumos.
Так, это где-то снаружи. Где-то снаружи это какой-то вход или проход. Обычно ее не только видно, но еще и слышно немного. Это огонь трещит. Вот это ж вон дверь справа. Это в которую я сейчас только что зашел. То есть, если я из нее выхожу, направо сразу поворачивать надо. Давай еще раз. Вот. Это она, только вид изнутри. А, вон оно. Пойдем.
Revelio.
Так, я забыл уже, а тут что? По-моему, левитация.
Levioso. Revelio.
Я не знаю, как открываются.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Ладно, не просто так тут замок висел. Пойдем посмотрим. Так, а ну.
Accio. Levioso.
Надо как-то ниже опустить или что? Тут таких дверей много, да. И у них знаки, как здесь изображены. Ладно, все это весело, но уже расцвело, и еще одну маску я так понял, что не найду. Мне надо хотя бы приметить, где она есть, чтобы потом ночью вернуться, а то я заколебаюсь. Так, это что у нас такое? Оп.
Revelio.
Умничок. Если перетанешь меня, сделаю. Должен возьми еще метовухи. Тут кто-то прибухивает, походу. О.
Lumos.
Так, нас интересует дверь с печатью дракона. В каком-то из коридоров. Может быть, вообще не на этом этаже.
Revelio.
О! Прикольно.
Any news about the dragon?
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, wonderful, truly. If you bring me just a few more, I can teach you how to improve casting a la Homora.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which incidentally have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. Oh, my tormentor is nothing if not thorough. Kept me from all my usual engagements for an eternity now.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially...
Revelio.
Yes, I told you. You're very clever.
Clever?
How offensive. Happy now?
Видите, как открываются. Да.
Revelio.
О, это что такое?
Accio. Revelio.
Дамблдор на минималках.
Revelio.
Здесь я был. всему.
Lumos.
Я не знаю, где это вообще. Ладно.
You can't imagine how inconvenient it was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. V.I.L that Archie and Mrs. V.I.L mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. V.I.L had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
What are we looking for today?
7,5 тысяч апгрейд стоит. Обалдеть. Ну, теперь зато у меня самая быстрая метла, наверное.
I wish I'd paid more attention when I was at
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the V.I.L s and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts,
and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No. I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Revelio. Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Aloha Mora.
О, нашел последнего. Вроде бы как можно время перематывать. А, ну не здесь. Снаружи. Хорошо, будем иметь в виду. 3 метлы, самый верхний этаж.
Revelio. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my
зачем мне все это знать?
What does he ask you to do? It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me.
Чувак,
I'm gathering
очень
evidence
занятная
to take
история,
Harlow
честно.
down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Ой, мистер Пикл, что вообще происходит? Некоторые, конечно, квесты тут просто вот... Просто гениальная проработка. Арлоу — это Руквуда, по-моему, правая рука, типа. Это этот... Злой маг. Это единственное, что я вообще здесь понял.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Да, давай побегаем еще туда-сюда теперь 100 раз.
One never knows when society will
I used to help out.
Вы что, типа близнецы, что ли? Да, братья Уизли, да, близнецы, по версии Netflix.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
О, еще один нашелся. Окей, с запасом.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
Следы на улицу вроде видно. И что такое вообще? Пойдите в подвал. А, подвал снаружи, я так понимаю.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Я тут уже вроде бывал.
Accio. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Да что ты говоришь? Просто размотать всех этих челиков. Так вот. Ого! Он тоже так умеет? Фига себе. Вон я немножко не по адресу. Вау. Жесткие ребята.
Revelio.
Звук.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Тут, оказывается, можно было и по стелсу.
Revelio.
We should speak to her again.
Accio.
Expulso! Tell her to say nothing. Boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Incendio.
Incendio!
Levioso.
That's not the down with.
Accio.
О, его вырубает. Поплохело. Экспелиармус тоже возьму сюда.
Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe.
Hello, Hamora.
He will tell you what you need.
Дорогуша, помедленнее, пожалуйста.
Over here.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
No,
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for it.
Revelio.
These Ashwinders must pay.
Может быть интересно.
Revelio.
Это? Я нашел.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert.
Отлично.
He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and...
Привет, Дэн. Да, у меня сегодня и ближайшую неделю свободное будет почти все время. Так что можно будет играть.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai,
Мне
you may wish
подсказывает, она
to
в
speak
деле.
with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me.
Кстати, о птичках. Где там этот? Вот.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Во. Отлично. Круто, я вчера больше полдня с не провозился. Не, я вчера домой, в принципе, как и планировал, в обед вернулся. А там уже стримить вечером. Вечером тоже в город ездил быстренько. Так. Найдите место третьего испытания хранителей. Говорит директриса. Угу.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Слушайте, раз уж я нашел все эти деми-маски, давайте, может, пойдем сдадим ему, и он меня научит второму заклинанию Аллахамора, которым будет уже чуть проще замки вскрывать.
Revelio.
Вроде как это недалеко. Ну как, вроде, в пределах Хогвартса все, конечно, весьма условно.
Aloha Mora.
О.
Revelio.
А это не вход в тайную комнату, нет? О! Еще одна нашлась. Зеркало я нашел. Да, я понял.
Expelliarmus. Lumos.
Надеюсь, это она. Угу. Привет, Никитос. Вчера, кстати, вышел второй сезон Warzone. И все сразу пошел купил боевой пропуск.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck
Там карта добавилась новая. На днях, наверное, буду стримить. Если что, Никитос, пиши, когда у тебя будет день свободный, вместе будем постримим второй сезон, что там поменялось.
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, my mind feels lighter already knowing those statues are gone. I did promise to show you how to improve casting Alohomora once you'd brought me enough moons. With that knowledge, you'll be able to break open even stronger locks. However, we don't yet know who's behind these statues. Still plenty of the foul things lying in wait to torture me. Oh. If you bring me more moons, I'll show you how to cast the most powerful form of Alohomora known to wizard kind. At least known to me. Keep looking for those moons.
Revelio.
You'll save my sanity and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind all of this.
У китайца тяжело разговаривать, потому что он алкоголик. Мы выяснили по сюжету, что он алкоголик. Что нас дальше заботит? А ну. Рядом какой-то замочек есть.
Alohomora.
13 штук надо найти. Ошалеть. Где же я их возьму-то? Где это?
Revelio.
Зачем мне эти записки? Сирана. Я даже не знаю, кто такая Сирана. Не помню об этом. Это кабинет какого... О, это личная комната какого-то из учителей, я так понимаю. А я тут шарюсь. Не, ну раз замки можно открывать, значит надо открывать.
Revelio.
Угу. О, видите?
Alohomora.
Да, ну все эти шмотки, увы. Доступно новое задание.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop.
Как это опасно. Надо будет в выручай комнату зайти. Ну, пойдем посмотрим.
Revelio.
Я не могу понять, а как я туда попаду-то, алё? У меня местный GPS вводит в заблуждение. Поговорите с портретером, который находится в зале... А, тьфу ты, блин, зал картографии. Не можешь просто так не попасть. Так, Во. Ну что, сразу нельзя было, что ли? Надо было вчера поиграть, то Warface обратно пришлось скачивать. Ничем не могу помочь с Warface.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Так, это еще недоступно по уровню. $76, 83. Стрёмная какая-то. 84 тоже. Остальное низкоуровневое. Я проклятыми целями не могу атаковать. Равно это полезнее будет. О. Повышает урон от китайской жующей капусты. Повышает урон, наносимый с помощью Petrificus Totalis. Я бы даже сказал, это намного лучше будет. О, он еще и красивый. Это даже можно и не менять. Офигительно выглядит. Давайте, наверное, вот это только поменяем. Говорите с профессором Фигом в его кабинете. А, оборотное зелье, да? Круто. Карта интересует.
nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Нет ли тут каких-нибудь пинков? My young friend. Тут я не. Эй. А как?
Aloha Mora.
Такая озвучка. Ну, отнеслись к оригиналу, конечно, с большим уважением, но через месяц-другой выйдет русская озвучка, неофициальная, но профессиональная тоже будет. Не знаю, как она будет распространяться, как ее можно будет добавить в игру, в официальную, ну, типа, в лицензионную, но будет такое. Я видел у них трейлер, очень добротные голоса подбирают ребята. Собрали уже 1 300 000 на озвучку. Красавчики. О, да не надо было ждать! Блин, у него вон стоит этот Дэми Маска. Сейчас я ее не смогу подобрать. Ладно, будем хотя бы знать, что
Professor
она
Fig,
здесь.
the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy.
Кажется, у него уже есть.
Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Кто сделал? А я не знаю, как называется эта группа релизная, но это у меня в ВК было написано в новостях. Знаю, что есть, что сам факт, что будет озвучка.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now,
Типа это местный директор такой. Ой, я колдовать не могу? О, у меня типа палочки вообще нет. Да, тут что местный этот завхоз, что директор, тут такие себе персонажи. Ладно.
Professor, a moment of your time, please.
И еще что такое?
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Это местный Serious Snack.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions
Тут не
here?
Хагрид, это же за 140 лет до событий фильма и книги. До 19 века.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children. Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I hear you're getting quite good at those concoctions you brew. I say, why don't you bring a sample of your next batch to my office? I'd like to give it a try. What?
Yes, sir. I will. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
The best one ever!
Headmaster, here, what could he want?
Mr. Gaunt! Where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Botany, and its uses was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding
Этого
world.
персонажа директора озвучил... как он? Зомби по имени Шон. Если смотрел фильм «Тезка», то вот он озвучил.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen
Или
them
этот
about.
еще фильм типа «Крутой легавый».
Yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible,
О, секретный материальчик. Ну, вот этот вот. Вот он, короче, там играет. Кто в главных ролях. Ну, типа «Крутые легавые» ты должен смотреть.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Attend, Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Вот почему у него отрыжка. Зелье перестает действовать.
made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Как эта штука-то открывается? Или потому что на ней замок висит, надо 3-й уровень Алахамора изучать.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Да. Так и есть.
Confringo! Accio! Revelio!
Тут я вроде был один раз. Ячейки снаряжения заполнены. Вот это я больше всего ненавижу. Самые бесполезные, дешевые будем убирать. Жалко, что нельзя расширять инвентарь. А может и можно.
Revelio.
И школу подпиличу. Что блямкает, не могу понять. А, надо мной.
Revelio.
Ну, пока доберешься в кабинет, офигеть можно. 3-го уровня замок. Великолепно. Здорово.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
По лестнице, да? Вниз. Где бы ей еще быть-то? Вот я ее даже слышу. О, нашлась.
Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Распределяющая шляпа.
Aloha Mora.
Да, видок отсюда что надо. Можно выше забраться, я так понимаю. Тоже замок 3-го уровня. Ну, что-то, видимо, очень ценное.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
Средство для укрепления волос, воск для усов. Понятно.
That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see a staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. Come and leave. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Ой. Что, типа, с самого начала?
For now, I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Интересно, этот отвернется? Угу. Это, бля, какие-то волшебные грибы.
I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. I think I'm invisible.
А до этого типа что, не был, что ли? Ну, теперь они меня типа не видят.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
А вот смерть может увидеть. Наверное.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Если бы не знал, что это за игра, я подумал бы, что моя видеокарта курнула марихуаны.
But have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Это этот, сказка о 3 братьях, я понимаю. Бузинная палочка, мантия-невидимка, воскрешающий камень. Все по канону.
I've never felt such power.
Так, не тратить силы впустую, не тратить ее впустую.
Бомбарда!
Ревелио у нас нет. Нет, есть Ревелио. Против врагов 4-е заклинание, 2-е, чтобы что-то притягивать, а 3-е я уже даже не помню.
Defender. Bombarda.
Defender. Stupid.
Оу. Неплохо. 9 хп просто снял. А ну еще разок. И напоследок. Еще один тролль. Его почти заклинанием, кстати, не пробивают. Выкусила, да? Что? 2 тролля сразу? Окей. Палочка на самом деле мощнее моей.
Stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone.
can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Only imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain. What are you doing? Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Говорит, возможно, я поспешил, сказав, что это будет последний стрим и что финал игры скоро. По-моему, финал игры вообще не скоро.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, What you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
А. Ладно, мы на этом стриме 30 уровень докачаем. Когда финал уже, наверное, на следующем будет.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever.
Говорю, она заодно с ними.
Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Эльф уже придумал.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Okay. Найдите пещеру. Понятно. Придется куда-то лезть опять. Карта мира. Нам все равно здесь придется выполнять задания, поэтому полетели. Квесты.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Надо будет где-то поближе потом тоже открыть пару. Да, слетаем, наверное, на деревню, потом знаем. Опа.
Revelio.
Острый лук. Особенно мощный лук используя некоторых отваров. Нам нужен магазин срочно, иначе у меня просто не влезет больше в инвентарь ничего. Как я промахнулся? Здесь очень хреново работает обзор вверх-вниз, когда на метле летаешь. Камера вообще не поднимается.
Revelio.
Это такое вообще. Так, это скелет дракона.
Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination, in my opinion.
Revelio.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. It's like a place right out of a... Revelio. Aloha Mora.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
Revelio.
Гигантское тенистое дерево. Есть третий уровень. Отлично. Ой, 30-й. Это третий уровень замка.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. What do we have here? A demiguise. Wonder who lives here. Revelio.
Где он? Вот он.
Fine now, demiguise.
А еще не стемнело? Уже вроде темно. Но я хотя бы знаю, что он здесь. Рядом с торговцем надо будет тоже приметить.
Excuse me, Madam...
Navarro. Bella Navarro. May I help you?
What is it you sell, Madam Navarro?
Potion ingredients, mostly. There's a tidy bit of profit to be made from the most unassuming things. I assume you've studied potions at Hogwarts?
Professor Sharp's class, yes.
Then you should know enough to appreciate my inventory.
How do you collect the items you sell?
Some I collect myself from out there in the countryside, and some I buy wholesale from all over the wizarding world.
Have you lived in Cragcroft all of your life?
No, I was born here, but moved to Siena, Italy decades ago. I only just returned. There was nothing left for me there, and I needed, a change of scenery.
I hear a dugbog near here has been acting strangely. Have you ever seen it?
I have seen it, but wisely stayed away. I prefer not to tangle with the unpredictable forces of nature if I can help it.
What do you have for sale?
Let's see how I can assist you, my lovely.
Жалко, что продавать нельзя. Чего у меня слишком много, допустим. Из зелий там, или из ингредиентов.
Aren't you sweet? I'll be happy to take this off your hands. Thank you for your time, my sweet.
Так, окей, с этим разобрались. Я хоть правильно или что-то нет? Не, влево.
I reckon I can see myself getting away from it and not playing.
I should investigate. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio.
Трубился.
Revelio.
Не понял, как я его не нашел.
Confringo. Revelio.
What if he's lonely?
Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Off on another adventure, are we?
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Не, короче, только...
Mine now, demiguise.
Нет, доступно.
Revelio.
Oh, that naughty boy runs after anything shiny and new.
Alohomora. Revelio. This looks intriguing.
Oh, my poor boy.
Подозреваю, она со мной не будет торговать, пока я ее квест не сделаю.
Levioso.
We'll reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Nothing clears the cobwebs quite like flying.
Nothing pleasant about this coast.
I received your owl. Thank you.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't know. I did see another memory. This time it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
I do care about Anne, but I'm tired of explaining myself. Perhaps we should part ways.
That's not what I meant. We're just not getting answers. I need answers. For Anne.
I know. Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
Let's go, quickly, before we're spotted. Keep a close eye out. I saw some of Ranrock's crew moving off the path just ahead.
I wonder why.
Raiding, I imagine. This mountain used to safeguard local hamlet valuables. But it's been abandoned ever since Ranrock took hold of the coast.
Accio! Depulso! Protego! Accio! Arresto Momentum! Accio! Confringo!
Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. Thestrals overhead. Some consider them a bad omen.
Not everyone does.
I know that.
All right.
I'm making small talk. I'm not gonna trek up this mountain in silence.
Confringo! Revelio! I'm sorry we can both see Thestrals.
It's certainly not something I'd hoped we'd have in common.
Kill any who trespass.
Wait! We should have some sort of plan.
Accurate.
Stupid.
What do you get
here?
Confringo.
Incendio! Protego! Stupid! Bombarda! Confringo! You can't stop us!
Back to the bench!
Arresto momentum!
They got what they deserved.
Revelio! What were you thinking?
I was thinking about dead goblins.
You could have got us killed.
But I didn't. Looks like Ranrock's loyalists were heading further up the path.
Let's keep going. Revelio. Confringo.
Ranrock's gonna make everyone pay.
Anything made from goblin silver belongs to us.
Revelio.
A sword or a repository, whatever that is.
Did you hear that, Goblin?
Ridiculous notions of ownership.
Someone won there. Seems your art isn't in this at all.
Capulso. Arresto
Разбился.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Arresto Momentum. Depulso. Revelio. Lumos.
Расследование слухов о незаконном разведении Василисков. Василисков? Офигеть.
Lumos.
I agree.
Revelio.
Good wizard's a dead wizard. Ranrock's got that right. And I...
Accio.
Vindo.
Bombarda. Accio.
Much too pity. Not quite.
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Confringo.
This must be it.
Sebastian, wait.
Wait? For what? Why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lord Gok said...
Oh, your goblin friend?
Stop it. That's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing. To find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We do. Listen to me. Lord Gok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Fine. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help Anne without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly knows more than we thought. We need to be careful and do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
Agreed.
Travel is always much more enjoyable,
Revelio.
friend.
Так, ну ладно, на сегодня все. А значит, нас ждет еще продолжение. У нас еще одна серия точно будет с прохождением, потому что это далеко не конец. Еще 3-4 часа точно обеспечено. Ну а так, пока все. Лайки ставьте, подписывайтесь. Это Хогвартс Легаси.